All right, all right. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 9, Mutable Opposition of the Water Bear Podcast. Please excuse my voice tonight because I'm trying to come down with something and I've been fighting it. So, yeah, it may sound like a frog a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and power through this show. But thank you all for watching. We only have, after this episode, the season finale. So I can't believe we're already at the end of the season. But if this is your first time watching the show, welcome. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and join the family. And also like, comment as we're doing this podcast, and share as well. That definitely helps the podcast get more exposure and be able to carry out some of those really cool ideas I have for you all. So also, you can catch the drip every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But much like Aquarius, you can't really put us in a box and get an expected thing out of us all the time. The season finale will be on Wednesday of next week, not Thursday. So I will be posting on my social media other reminders about that. But if you come back Wednesday, or come back Thursday, I should say, you'll still be able to see the show, but it won't be live. It'll just be the replay at that point. So make sure you check that out. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm really excited about this episode. And thanks, Tyler. So he says, I'm just now getting over a cold. Man, I hope yours is getting better, because it's no joke. I don't know what this is. It's not COVID. So I took a test. It's negative. So y'all wondering, if they see me in the street, they'd be like, okay, I'm gonna walk the other way. But it's not that. And shout out to Sunset. I don't know who this is, but thank you so much for leaving this comment earlier today, saying that you can't wait for the podcast. So Sunset, I hope that you are tuning in here right now, and thank you so much. And Talon is laughing because I'm assuming probably because I said I don't have COVID. So we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. So one thing that I really love about this episode is it kind of gives a glimpse into season 4. So coming up on the 1-year anniversary during season 4 of this podcast, I'm really excited about that. And I got some really great things. At this point, we've kind of hit all of the signs. So we know the traits, we know pretty much stereotypes for the most part. So with this episode, and with a lot of the episodes in season 4, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper and really get into maybe how certain signs interact with Aquarius specifically, why some things are common, why there's some opposition. So the reason why I call this show Mutable Opposition is because if you know a lot of things about zodiac signs, Aquarius is a fixed sign. So a lot of times that's where we get our stubbornness from. And Pisces is a mutable sign. So Pisces oftentimes, and we're going to have Corey kind of tell us if this is true or not, but Pisces can be highly adaptable, more so than Aquarius, I would say, in most situations. So I want to get Shemeka and Corey's point on that. But so famous Aquarius and famous Pisces, we always kick off the show with that. So a famous Aquarius is Alicia Keys. I don't know why I was blanking on that. And then a famous Pisces is Steph Curry. So in case y'all didn't know that, he is a Pisces. So and Talon says, oh, wait, you got Gemini's repping. He said Gemini is the best sign. Geminis are cool. They're cool. But I mean, hey, I gotta show love to Aquarius though. But Geminis are super cool. I don't think I've ever met a Gemini that I disliked, honestly. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm really excited about my guests. I'll go ahead and start off with Shemeka Floyd. So she's joining me. I met her years ago at a author event here in Dallas, and we have kept in touch ever since through social media. What I love about her, she's very positive. She's always having positive quotes. Sometimes I'll be wanting to go off on somebody and I see something she posts and I'll be like, okay, don't do it. Shemeka would not like this. So I see her laughing in the background. But she is the author serenity, hidden secrets, secrets revealed, and also a mother's nightmare. And Corey, who is the Pisces that we have on the show today, I've also known him for a number of years. Actually, we know each other through family friendship. So he's like a brother to me, honestly. I won't say little brother because he's not that much younger than me, but he's a brother. I'll say that. So he's also a rapper as well. So I definitely wanted to dive into that too and talk about that. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring both of them in so that we can get this conversation started. Hey, what's up, Shemeka?
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, how are y'all?
Good.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. Okay. And I guess, let me see, Corey, hopefully he'll be popping in here in a second. I saw him in the background earlier. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started. And Shemeka, we can start with you. And if you can just introduce yourself, tell us your birthday, and anything else that I may have kind of left out in your bio or anything else that you want to share with the viewers and the listeners.
Okay. Well, I'm Shemeka. Shemeka Floyd. I am Aquarius. February Aquarius. Let's get that right.
Hey, okay. We definitely got to get into that.
Yes, because it's the difference between January and February, but I'm a February Aquarius, February the 5th. And you didn't leave anything out because, yes, I am an author.
Okay. Hey, that's what's up. Okay, so I'm not sure if Corey's there just yet, but while he's coming, I just want to get your take. So what do you think are give me two major differences that you think exist between a January and a February Aquarius.
That's the difference. I think January Aquariuses mainly are the ones that most people think about whenever they have something bad to say, to be honest, because the February ones, you're going to remember them. You're going to remember them.
Yeah, that's true.
When you just out just thinking like, oh, I had a February one, they wasn't nigga. It's normally the January ones. I don't know if they just don't care or they was too close to the Capricorn stage and then flipping over to Aquarius. So they kind of like can't get their emotions and stuff intact. They kind of just like out there because Aquarius are kind of known to be a little bit weird. As people say, but we get each other, but other people may be like, they so weird. And then here they go close to the Capricorns, where the Capricorns are more direct and they don't know how to show their emotions. So I think that's one of the bigger differences between the January Aquariuses and the February Aquariuses.
Okay.
I don't think I have two things, but
that's the big. Well, I would definitely agree with you on that because I do feel like January Aquariuses are more blunt and they're more when you think about that whole emotional detachment stereotype that Aquariuses get. I think you may find that a little bit stronger on the January Aquarius side. To me,
I agree.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay. I agree. Most people, like from whenever you had them on your podcast, they remember them February Aquariuses. They can tell you what they didn't like about them or what they did
that's
like.
True.
But then when they sit here thinking about the January, they're like, I think his birthday or her birthday was like they can't really remember too much. They just remember the bad event.
That is, you know what? I never thought about that till you said it. But I'm going back in my head and I'm kind of like replaying certain episodes. And that is true. They do remember the February ones, I think, a little bit more.
Yep.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Okay. So I'll go ahead and ask you too, Shemeka. So what do you think, if you had to pick something, what is Aquarius's superpower if you had to pick one thing?
Oh. Superpower. Oh man. I think we're really good at people's feelings. I think we can pick up on people's feelings. Now, we do got two sides to the Aquarius. You got the nicer side of the Aquarius until you piss us off, and then you got some that just plain out mean, and you just had that worst experience offhand. So you got the ones that know how to get under your skin real bad. We good at being petty. I'm gonna say that. So that might be
it's being petty. That's it.
Yeah, because we know how to be nice, nasty, petty with it, and we know how to just go all the way crazy being petty. Yeah.
I can't lie. I've been guilty of that a few times. So I
have too.
I cannot lie about that at all. Okay. And is there a sign? I always love getting people's perspective on this because I know we talked a little bit behind the scenes and you said that Pisces is one of your favorite signs. So I think it's really cool that we got Corey on here to rep the Pisces. But is there a sign that you would run from, or a sign that you
Sagittarius.
Don't like? Oh, Sagittarius is looking ugly for y'all because I don't know if you saw last week's episode, but the guest on there, she said the same thing. She said, really?
And I agree with her. Yes, I did.
Really? Mm-hmm. So have you had multiple bad experiences with the Sagittarius, or has it been just one? Or
I had about 4 Sagittarius, and I quickly recognized, because that's one thing about Aquarius, we like the psychology of people. So we be trying to figure out why they act the way they do. We're overthinkers. I be feeling like can't nobody overthink Aquarius because we're always thinking. Even when we're looking at each other, we might be overthinking now while we're still looking. So one thing I didn't like about Sagittarius is Sagittarius, a lot of them don't know who they are. So they're trying to fit in. They're trying to blend. And when you don't know who you are, because if you sit here and think about the Pisces, I keep saying Pisces, you keep thinking about the Sagittarius, just think about what they have in common. Because we really connect with the Sagittariuses, but we're also one of those likable signs where if you get a chance to really know us, you either gonna love us or you're gonna hate us. It's like no in between. It's either or. So if you do find that you really like the Aquarius, you start quickly seeing that the Sagittarius start acting a little bit like you. And then later down the line, and since we're overthinkers, we are always catching Sagittarius in lies. I don't know about you, but I do. They end up telling on themselves. So
okay. So Tyler said that was quick, LOL. So I'm thinking he's talking about how quickly you said Sagittarius. That is so interesting because now I will say this. So I get along with Sagittarius very well. I do think they're very adventurous. And I think sometimes because of that, it can give off the vibe that they don't know who they are or they're still trying to search. Or at least that's been my experience. Because they are ready to go take an adventure. I mean, they would go pack up and leave, and I'm like, wait, how does this work? Why are we doing this? But I've heard, now again, hasn't been my experiences, but I have heard that Sagittarians are big liars. I've heard that a lot of times.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they can be cool, but if you don't feel like playing their game, then you start seeing everything on the table. But if you just constantly play the game like, I don't really care, I'm not really around them, like I can't be around Sagittarius too long. And it's at the point now where I'm like, what sign you is? Oh, I got it.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. You really don't like fooling with them in general.
Yeah, I don't like the vibes they give. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back real quick. It's 2 types of Sagittarius. I did figure that out too because I started doing some searching because I did see your podcast from last season when you had I think you was talking to the Gemini and you were saying you just throw away all the signs because the Gemini is another one of my favorites. So you was like, do you just throw away the sign or do you give them a chance? So I got to thinking like, it got to be a difference because I start seeing different Sagittarius. Okay, so you got the 2 Sagittarius. So you got the Snoop Dogg version of Sagittarius, which is cool, calm, and collective. Oh, yeah, you leave them alone.
Yeah.
Oh, is he a Sagittarius?
I think was he? I don't know. I feel like he might be. I need to look that up. Okay.
But
I don't know.
But When
but
I
just
say
that
Snoop
vibe.
Dogg, he's cool, calm, and collective. He don't really bother nobody. That's the kind of Sagittarius you would get, or you would get the other. I'm just saying either Snoop Dogg version or the other. So when a lot of people say they don't like Sagittarius, they talking about the other. Yeah, they talking about the other.
So do you think? So do you think Sagittarius has that same breakdown that Aquarius does? Like, is there a difference to you between November and December Sagittarians?
Oh no, but I will say I like the November Sagittarius a whole lot better than the December ones.
Really? You like November?
I will.
See,
I will say.
I don't think I've had bad experiences with. I mean, I have people in my family that are close friends that are Sagittarians. Now, I've never, as far as a relationship, except one time. And the one thing I will say is Sagittarians, to me, they're very mysterious. And it's almost to the point where, to me, if an Aquarius thinks you're too mysterious, that's a problem, because we are one of the most mysterious signs, and I think we tolerate a lot of different things. So I feel like, and not, putting us on a pedestal, but I think if an Aquarius is kind of fed up with something, it's kind of, I mean, you probably like really overboard at that point.
Okay, and you can't. And once you cross that line of Aquarius, you can't get back over it because our line is so far up there. So yeah, once you cross it, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right, that's true.
We literally act like you don't exist. So when they be saying, "Oh, Aquarius be cold hearted," you done did something to that Aquarius. What did you do?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Now, Talon, I want to acknowledge, he said the other. So I think he was talking about the other.
The Sagittarius. The other, yeah.
But yeah, that's so true. And I mentioned that on the last episode too, is that a lot of times people like to focus on the reaction, but they never sit back and assess, okay, what did I do to make this person have that reaction?
So we're big on principle. It be the principle. It's not what you did. It's the principle.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm amen on that. Yeah. I'm totally.
But don't get me wrong, them Sagittariuses are smart. So I mean, I got things that I like about Sagittarius. They are very smart though.
So Gore.
Hey, I'm sorry, technical difficulty.
No, you good.
How you doing?
I'm good. So I don't know which part that you or if you got to hear some of the parts that we were talking about, but first, before we get started, if you could tell us your birthday and then anything that I might have left out of like your bio, because I know I mentioned that. I mean, to me, I think of you as a brother because we've been knowing each other for years.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah. And you rap too. Are you still rapping?
Here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, every once in a while, man, you got to get that job, man, and to fund that dream. So
yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Okay.
But I heard a little bit of it before I lost connection. But I mean, we are definitely reliable people. I think more so than anything, we're really misunderstood.
Who Pisces is?
Yeah, Pisces. Yeah, definitely. But my birthday is March the 2nd.
March 2nd. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So why do you? I want to touch on that. So why do you think Pisces is misunderstood, or what makes Pisces misunderstood to you?
I think that we definitely see the world from a different scope. Our outlook is completely different than the average person,
Right.
You might see blue, but I see purple, kind of thing like that.
I can see that.
Yeah, so I mean, I just think our perception, and a lot of Pisces are overthinkers and analyze everything to a T. So
that's true.
Yeah, so when you're like that, you're gonna see the world from a different angle and different perspective because you're looking at it from a different angle and different perspective.
Right. Okay. And that's funny you say that, and that's why I was really excited to get Aquarius and Pisces on this episode, because kind of like you said earlier, Shemeka, I don't know if it's because like the January Aquarius, they're kind of, to me, they're kind of more blunt. I don't know if you feel the same way, Corey. Like they're a little bit more like direct to the point. And I don't know if that's because they're closer to Capricorn.
Yeah, we could have a whole nother segment about Capricorns, but no.
Oh. Hey, okay, well, let me ask you this. So what is the sign that you would run from? Is it a Capricorn, or is it that's the one that you don't like?
That's the one I'm running from, Capricorn.
Really? Okay, so why is that?
I just think with how we think and how blunt a Capricorn could be, and how type A they could be in certain situations. I mean, that just that kills a Pisces vibe, you know. The creativeness that we have, you know, just the joys about little things that the average person probably wouldn't have just because of, you know, how we're built. Being with that type of person kind of like weighs you down in a sense.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And it's, I think too, with Aquarius and Pisces, that's some of the similarities, like the creative part, like appreciating the little things, and even like the analytical side that you said too. I feel like Pisces is really good at getting, even though y'all are analytical too, but I feel like Pisces is good at getting Aquarius out of their head sometimes.
Right.
I think you think so too.
I agree.
You think so too, Corey? Okay.
Yeah, I think they meet us at that point where whenever we're expressing our thoughts, they can just pick up on it and like level headed. Because one thing about Pisces is they are deep thinkers. And what I came to realize that they live more in their subconscious mind majority of the time than most people do. So that's the way they're able to meet us whenever we have anything we want to talk. That's why I say, like, Pisces, my best friend is a Pisces, and I can talk to her for days about anything, and she can, anything what most people would call weird, Pisces thinks that's interesting. Either they have the answer for it, or they like, ooh, I never thought about that. Let me get back to you on that. So yeah.
Or have experience in that area.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. That's what's up. Okay, so Corey, I asked this to everybody on the show, so I'm curious to know what your answer is. Well, before we get to that, so why is Capricorn the sign that you say you will run from?
Well, I mean, me personally, I've had a bad experience with a Capricorn relationship.
Okay.
I think that tends to be a lot of people's reason as to why they have to turn and run the other way when it comes to a sign. But my older sister is actually a Capricorn, and we get along, you know, very well. I don't know if it's just because we're brother and sister, you know, but we get along well. But like I said, it's just, I feel like we vibrate on different frequencies, you know. With me being so creative, with me living in my subconscious mind, you know, with any and everything, there has to be a balance, you know, but you don't have to kill my dream, you know what I'm saying, in the process. You know? Right. You know, and in my opinion, sometimes they can be a little bullish, you know, it's kind of like my way or the highway kind of thing like that, to whereas Pisces are willing to bend, willing to compromise. But after a while, being in that space and then being in that setting, you know, we can then turn into that type of person as well, even though that's not our nature.
Yeah. I've definitely experienced that with Pisces. Yeah.
We can be a little petty, man.
That's what we were talking about earlier. Shemeka was saying she felt like that's the Aquarius superpower, is being petty. And so, so I got to ask you then. So what do you think the Pisces superpower is?
I would say one or two things. I definitely would feel like we straddle a very fine line with being able to be sarcastic or, you know, or petty. But I also feel, and this could be used for good or bad, but we could be very manipulative. We could sway people to do a lot of things, and, you know, do certain things that they possibly wouldn't do, consider certain things that they possibly wouldn't consider, just because of our personalities.
Damn, you know what? I'm going back in my head and I'm thinking about all these Pisces that I've had in my, and that's
too.
true. Yeah,
I'm over here giving you the sauce, man. I'm giving you the sauce.
That's true. That's true. You ain't lying. That is true.
I'm giving you the
But you
sauce.
know
Look,
what? His superpower is what us Aquarius like, though. Like what he just named, we was like,
yep, we do
we can
like
dig
that.
that. Like we right with you.
Right. You can get me to do something I wouldn't normally do. Okay, cool. That's cool. Right.
take you out that box.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting. And you know what? I think that persuasion is kind of a water sign trait. So like, y'all Cancer, because I think now Cancers, I get along with them very well, but they can be very manipulative too. I feel they can be, and Scorpios can be too, and they are also a water sign. So I don't know. Maybe there's something to that.
Maybe it's something in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's up. Okay. And so I'm curious to see what y'all both say on this one too. So if you had to, and this could be any kind of drink, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, it doesn't matter. If you had to classify your sign as a specialty drink, what would it be and why? And Corey, I'll start with you.
Tequila on the rocks.
Hey,
straight tequila, man.
Okay, why is it?
Straight to the point, no filter.
Okay.
And hey man, you gonna have a good time with a Pisces, man. That's the last of your worries. It might be some red flags, but you're gonna ignore all of them and get on the roller coaster.
That's true. And you know what? I'll say the worst is okay. So some of the best times I've had, and then also the worst hangovers I've had was behind tequila.
Come on now.
Yeah, so okay. That makes sense. Okay. All right. So Shemeka, what about you? What would you say?
Okay, I'm gonna say it in two different ways because Aquarius like choices. So I'm gonna say it in two different ways.
Okay.
So if I do soda, it would be the Coca-Cola, any Coca-Cola brand.
Oh, okay.
And then if I do alcohol, I say Henny, because anything is possible.
Hey.
Like
that is true.
Like that.
And we're actually fun when we on alcohol. You never know what you get. We might turn into a rapper, a singer, a comedian.
Yeah, I've had some friends tell me like back in the day, they're like, "Woo, if you get some liquor in you like a different person almost."
Right.
So yeah, I feel that. Okay. So I want to dive into a little bit about the ways that I feel Aquarius or the one way I should say, and Pisces maybe are very different, and that's emotions. So I've heard this before, and I've kind of experienced it to some degree, more so on the female side though. But Corey, you correct me if you agree or disagree with this. But I think that Pisces is next to Cancer, those two. I think Pisces is probably the most emotional sign. And when I say emotional, I don't mean like crybaby emotional. I mean like you're very in tune with how you feel. If a Pisces this has been my experience. If a Pisces is feeling the way, you're not going to really ignore how you feel. You're going to tell that person, hey, I'm feeling this. And
don't kill you inside not to.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
No, I mean, I definitely agree that, and I don't take it, like in the term of being a crybaby or anything like that.
Right.
I mean, emotions is emotions, whether you're mad, you're happy, you're sad, whatever. Those are all emotions. But I do feel like we are definitely a little more so in tune with our feelings, and connected with the universe in that sense. As for me, and it's been it's been beneficial, but it, like just with anything, it has its pros and cons. With me being so emotionally intelligent, that's hard for certain people to swallow. And so, some women sometimes might call you sassy, or some people might, some guys might feel like you too direct, you too blunt. You think that you're trying to be, the hardest person or whatever the case may be. When in all actuality, I'm just being true to who I am or what I feel like at the moment.
Right.
Because it's so many different sides and so many different emotions that come from me, in a sense.
Hey, that's dope. That's dope. Okay. And I mean, I would agree with that. I feel like Pisces, you're not going to be in the dark about how they feel. And I feel like in a relationship, when a Pisces starts withholding feelings, that's dangerous. Because they, in my mind, they pretty much out the door if they start doing that. But
when I stop expressing,
that's a problem.
I mean, it's it, because rarely am I at a loss for words. But
okay.
once I get there, or once I feel like it's repetitive, it's redundant, and I do keep those feelings to myself, I'm making a conscious decision to shut you out of my life.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Now, or at least change the trajectory of the relationship.
No, that's true. I mean, I think you might have said it right the first time. Let me tell you, I done had some experience with when Pisces, when they,
hey man,
y'all's cutoff game is They cutoff game is like woof. Like when
and in a lot of situations, that's how it is for me. But if you're one of those people that kind of has a hold on me, it might take me a little longer, but the longer I'm there, the stronger the cutoff is. Because I cut off. Right, because there's certain things that I'd be too scared to re-encounter,
Yeah. I feel you on that. And Shemeka, so I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Aquarius gets a bad rap for being on the opposite end of that. So, maybe we don't show our emotions, or people are always like, because that's pretty much why I started this podcast, because I've been told that a lot of relationships, like, oh, what are you thinking? Or what are you, what's on, even if I say it, or, it's always this perception that there's something else beneath the surface that we're not saying. And
see, and that's the problem. They always think we joking. We always playing.
Yeah, right. And we really be telling the truth. Right. Yeah, that's true. So would you say, do you think Aquarius is one of the least emotional signs, or do you think it's more so people and how they perceive us emotionally?
I think it's the way people perceive us, because we actually care. But one thing about it is we also hop on their feelings. So whatever you give, it's almost like we put expectations on someone, but we only put them expectations because you gave it to us, not we gave it to you. You gave it to us. So if it's one of them things where we feel like you just can't handle all of our feelings, we don't unload all them feelings to you. We just give you what you need to know. And if we have to continue to tell you, like you said, we start drawing away. And once you give us enough space, oh, we gone. We out there. Ain't nothing you can say to us no more. we can see you in the room and be cordial, but that's about it. Like we don't play with you no more.
Yeah. So I've been told that before too. Like people that are close to me, they might see me in a room with somebody and they'll be like, you look like you cool with them. And I'm like, no. But they know that I'm not. I can, like you say, I can be cordial. But if we fell out or something, it's like, okay, I don't have nothing, nothing to really say.
On top of that, I hold grudges.
Oh, for real, you do?
That's not good.
I do. I do.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I ain't gonna never forget how you made me feel. Right. And it's almost like since you did it to me, because a lot of chances people do stuff to me. It's not me doing it to them. So they feel like you should be over it. Like, it's like, let me do it to you, and then you see if you have that same attitude. So yeah, I hold grudges and I go on, but it's crazy because I can be in the same room with someone that spit in my face and still show you respect, and you like, how? You don't want to kill that person?
Yeah. I think that's big of you though that you said that you hold grudges, because a lot of people that do hold them, they wouldn't admit
Yeah.
it. Yeah. You sound like you were about to say something, Corey.
No, I was just saying you gotta let that hurt go though, you know, for the betterment of you, you know. I know for me, in holding a grudge, it's just a piece of me that's still attached to that person, because you still have a certain level of control or hold on me. If I'm still angry with you, I'm still going back to the
Uh-oh.
I think I
I can see
lost the
you with
last word.
Yeah, I lost the last part you said.
I'm sorry, somebody called.
Oh no, you good.
But
no,
yeah,
you were saying like you holding on to it.
yeah, I mean you holding on to it, you know, they still have a hold on you. If you know, if that makes sense, you know. So
yeah, it does.
you know, I also want to be in that room with that same person that spit in my face and disrespected me, just so you can see what you're missing.
That part. Okay.
You know, because if it's not you, at some point in time, that person is gonna come to the realization of what they did and what they're missing out on. And you know, the petty part of me, I want to rub it in your face a little bit. Look at what you're missing out on. You know.
Right. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so I want to ask y'all, because I usually don't get into like hot topics and all that kind of like celebrity stuff on this show too much. But if I feel like it fits, I'll bring it up. So there's been like a few interesting relationship things that I've heard of in the news this week. So I'll mention two of them, and I want to get y'all's perspective. And this kind of goes back to the emotions. And I know y'all both said that, and I agree, Shemeka, that, you know, Aquarius can be petty, and Corey, you said Pisces can be petty.
Right.
So I don't know if y'all heard this, but apparently Offset and Cardi B have recently unfollowed each other on Instagram. And so funny, Shemeka. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I might have this wrong, but I think I got it right. Offset is a Sagittarius. So you probably like case closed. That's why. Yeah, he's a Sagittarius, and Cardi B is a Libra, but she's also an air sign, so she's kind of sort of, you know, in that Aquarius family a little bit. So they've unfollowed each other, and then Cardi B went on to say, you know, cutting out dead weight and all this stuff. So I guess two things from that. What are y'all's thoughts on social media and relationships? And also, what are your thoughts on letting situations or maybe like arguments or something in a relationship play out on social media? Because I've seen people do that before too. Because that, for me, I don't know if it's an Aquarius thing or what, but that's something I don't do. And if I ever did that, they probably would have to shut down my account, because I just would not stop. I would just
I swear.
Yeah.
I'll be banned. I'll be reported.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not really into the social media and like taking jabs and stuff like that. But so what do y'all think about that?
You can go first.
You can go first.
Oh man, yeah. I couldn't do the social media at all, because everybody else would have hyped it up so bad that he would have forgot the relationship that we have together. Stop letting the outside, because one thing about Aquarius is we're misunderstood, because I live truly into my sign. So we're very misunderstood. So somebody else can come in and be like, oh, she just thinks she better than you. She got more than you. But in the whole run is they don't know that I may have helped made you, but I don't say nothing. So, you know, and, you know, he may get on there and start throwing, like you said, some jabs at you, like, oh no, because one thing that we don't like to do is count favors. But if we got to humble you to tell you what we did for you, to throw them receipts back at you, we're going to do that. But it's not trying to say like, oh, see, that's why I shouldn't have, did this because I didn't want you to throw it back. We wasn't trying to, but just to humble you down, we would throw receipts back at you. That's very accurate. So, so I would have to take a break off of social media and just not log on and tell all my friends, don't send me nothing.
Right.
I don't want to know because I'll be ready to be like Left Eye, burn his whole house down.
Hey. Well, she was air sign too, Gemini. So yeah. Hey.
See, and then it takes my good old friend, Gemini friend, to be like, yeah, I'm with you. Let's go.
Yeah, because one thing that's true, a Gemini will hype you up, and be it good or bad. Like they'll hype you up to do something good. But they'll hype you up to fight or do some rowdy type stuff too. Yeah.
That they will. They are the life of the party.
Yes.
Yep.
And so, Corey, I don't know if you can hear us, but definitely want to get your take on that too.
I can hear you. I'm trying to. I can hear you. I'm trying to get my camera. I don't know what's going on here.
Making that he got so many calls coming in, it probably did something to his
What
camera.
You say? You were breaking up.
Yeah, I said since you got so many calls coming in, they probably did something to your camera.
Oh, it looked like he cut out. Maybe he joined it back.
That's why I hit do not disturb.
Oh, right. Yeah, so they don't be calling you. Tyler, he quoted Left Eye. He said, "I be the one to blame as the flames keep rising to the top and it don't stop." Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she did. I mean, hey, but yeah, they will.
Like he was playing with her too much.
Right. Okay.
All right, I'm back online. Okay. But yeah, no. As far as the social media back and forth banner, I'm not really for it. Now, have I participated in it before? Yes, because I'm an emotional Pisces at times, and sometimes I lead with my emotions instead of logic. But I just don't think social media or the social media that we have at this present day is conducive for a healthy relationship. I mean. Rather it's from the content that the individual that you're talking to could potentially be posting, whether it's the attention that they could be, either seeking or getting, without seeking, the temptation that you have, a man seeing everything that's broadcast on social media. I just think all the way around it's not really a good idea,
Yeah.
But people not getting up their social medias either.
Well, yeah, that's true. They'll leave a relationship before they leave social media. They not deactivating that account. They keeping that. And I think if everybody's being honest with themselves, I've done it before too. So like we've all, I think, participated in maybe some pettiness, like with relationships, or maybe somebody see, you subtweeting something. You ain't really calling it out, but you kind of sort of calling it out. So I mean, I've done stuff like that. Usually it's if it's done to me first, but still, I still did it. But yeah, so.
And I bet you to agree, you ended it too, didn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't too many more responses after.
I know. Shut it down.
Yeah, because that's why I don't like doing that, because when I do it, I'm gonna go
deadly with those words, huh?
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, I can't believe you said that. That was so mean. It's like, well, you said all these other things. So
listen, the gloves are off at this point in time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then especially when it's public, because now you're dealing with ego at this point in time. Now,
Yeah,
so it gets real nasty.
Yeah.
But Cardi B and Offset doing all that just to be back together, be in the same house with each other, raising their kids,
See, and that's what I was going to get at too, is that they've done this so many times that it's almost kind of comical at this point, because it's like you said, they probably will be back together. Maybe they won't, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are.
Yeah, somebody got an album coming out soon.
Right. Exactly. Okay. And in this other situation, I want to get y'all's thoughts on this too, because again, I think it kind of plays on the emotion piece. So I didn't even know that Cheryl Lee Ralph was married. But apparently she's married. She's been married for like 20 years. And she's just now about to move in with her husband. Yeah. So what their arrangement was, it was 2 weeks on or 2 weeks under the same roof and then 2 weeks away. Now she said she loved it because she said it always gave her anticipation for, wanting to come back. So I do understand that part, like the anticipation. But okay, so I'm just going to speak for Aquarius real quick, and then Shemeka, you can say if you agree with this or not. So Aquarius definitely needs their space.
Sure
We do. We need our space, and we need to be with somebody. And I feel like Pisces, because Pisces is so intuitive, that's the great thing about a Pisces, is that a lot of times y'all can sense that maybe even before we know we need the space.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of sense that maybe that's what we need. So a night or two, yeah, I'm cool with that. Or like if you want to go on a trip or something like that. But if I'm married, I just don't. I just can't imagine going that many years. And like I said, even with me, like needing space, I just can't. I don't know. I can't imagine.
You can't give me too much space.
Right. That's too much. Yeah.
Too much.
So, Corey, what do you think about that? Because I know Pisces are, well, and this has been my experience, and then also what I've read about Pisces too.
Mm-hmm.
Very affectionate.
Yeah.
Very affectionate sign. So I don't think that would fly for the Pisces either.
It won't.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I got too high of a sex drive for that.
Be honest.
Right. Hey, like 2 weeks. Right. What?
What, baby? What's going on? You don't love me no more? Like,
right. Talk about
what's
this.
up? But I mean, that's definitely a different, a different and a fresh perspective,
Mm-hmm.
on relationships. I mean, at the end of the day, the relationships that we in, we have to learn them from somewhere, the dichotomy of them or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what if that was the norm? What if that was how we were raised? We wouldn't look at it as being, look, there goes the Pisces in me. But,
you're right, though.
We wouldn't look at that as being weird or, no, I can't be away. We look at it, okay, absence make the heart grow a little fonder. And,
That's true. And, I always, and here I go too, kind of playing devil's advocate. So I think those types of situations only work if it is a celebrity. Because I would imagine I don't know her husband or who he is, but just for Cheryl Lee Ralph, if we just look at her, I know I think she had like a little lull point where we didn't really see her doing anything, but now she's on Abbott Elementary and she's, busy with that. So she might be filming 2 weeks at a time. So it's a lot easier to justify it.
Right.
If you're a celebrity and like, let's say you got, 3 award shows to go to in 1 week, then it's kind of
But look, and it's the way that you look at it, because if I was working offshore and I'm married, I work 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wife can't come with me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's certain jobs that you're right. Even outside of a celebrity, you can't even. Yeah, that's true.
Right, but you wouldn't look at it as, oh, me and my husband are with each other for 2 weeks and we don't see each other for another 2 weeks, because you're looking at, hey, my man got to go to work. We got to pay these bills. So you're looking at it from a different scope. Right.
That's true. And I think one thing about Aquarius and Pisces both is that we're both, even though we're big dreamers to a certain degree, I feel like we're both also practical too.
Very.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah. I think we have a fine line, with being dreamers, but then also knowing, hey man, I gotta go get something to eat today, so I can't be sitting there dreaming all day. I need to get up and go to work. Yeah. Like how you were talking to me about the about the music earlier. Like,
yeah.
I love music. I love, being a part of it. I love listening to it, composing it. I just love everything about music. But when music isn't paying the bills, I need to put these degrees to use and, go get in the school system like I did,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I think that, that's something that we have. And I think Aquarius has that as well.
Right. That's dope. Okay. Well, before we get, I had this game that I played, the Dead in the Water game with everybody. It's like a this or that game. It's 5 questions. And so you'll tell me, instead of the thing that you like the most, you'll tell me which one you like the least or which one you throw back in the water. Mm-hmm. But before we get into that, I just want to definitely give a chance for y'all to, shout out or let us know about any personal projects that you have going on. Anything like that, just outside of the zodiac space.
Well, I'm gonna get back to writing. I'm getting back to writing.
Okay.
One thing about writing, it came to me in the era when I was at my lowest, and when I wrote my first book, I thought it was gonna be the last book, to be honest. But one of the crazy things about it, I learned that was a gift, because I start writing on paper, but as soon as I start typing, I can hear any book come up. So over these years of me stalling on not writing another book, I literally had to pray to God, please don't give me a book right now, because I don't have the mindset to just dedicate on the book. Because one thing about me writing books is I want to, because I wasn't a reader, and everybody keeps saying, like, how you write books and you're not a reader. It was just something, it's a gift to me. Like, it's what God gave to me. Like, when I say I can hear my beginning of my book, I can hear the beginning of it, brainstorm of how the book going to go, and I can just finish a book out. Now, anything outside of that, it's like, I need a team to help, like, go through the editing and all that. Only thing is, I got the brains and the ideas, the words for you. Somebody else got to take over. But so yeah, I'm gonna get back to writing me some more adult books. I've been holding on to 3 children books, and the crazy thing about it is I've been holding on to the children book because I don't know how to draw, and I can't brainstorm how to illustrate. So I've been stuck in 3 children.
Well, I know a few illustrators, so hey, I have to put y'all in contact then.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I'm glad you said that. So now I know. Okay, that's what's up. And Corey, what about you?
I don't have any, special projects, anything going on, just everyday life. But hey, if you ever want me to come back on the show, I enjoy myself, man. So
that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, man, I definitely, do it again. And actually, people have been asking me to do podcasts with them for a while. I just never thought, it would be my thing, but it was pretty cool. This was a nice experience. So I might kind of delve into this a little bit more.
Yeah, you should. I mean, because you're real natural with it. I mean, both of y'all are. So, yeah.
I definitely appreciate it. They always good with their words.
Yeah, that's true. They are. Yeah.
Trying not to let Corey outshine us.
You said it, not me.
That's right. Hey, that's what's up. Okay, so so the last part we'll get into the Dead in the Water game, and so Shemeka, I'll start with you, and ask you the 5 questions, and first is as it pertains to wine, red or white, which one you get rid of?
Let's get rid of the white wine.
Get rid of the white. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, romance or nonfiction books?
Romance.
Which one you get rid of? No,
I'm keeping romance. So, nonfiction. Let's get rid of nonfiction.
Okay, get rid of nonfiction. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is a music question. So, Total or 702? Who you getting rid of?
It's a hard one because they buy even with the music.
Can we get it together?
Yeah, right.
Man. Okay, so we're gonna have to let Total go.
Total go? Okay.
Yeah.
Keep 702. Okay. All right. And so if you had to pick between a concert or a movie, which one are you throwing away?
Movie.
Okay. Yeah, I probably would too, honestly. And then the last one, meditation or reflection. Which one can you do without?
Meditation.
Okay.
Only because I don't really know how to do it, but I feel like I'm really great at reflection, especially when I have to throw reflection towards others.
Okay. Yeah. And you know, it's funny you say that. I think Aquarius is a very reflective sign. You kind of touched on that earlier. I feel like whatever a person's experience is with an Aquarius, a lot of times it's a reflection of whatever that person gives.
Yeah.
I feel, at least. So cool. All right. So before we do yours, Corey, Tyler says, good show. Thank you. Appreciate it, Tyler. Thanks for checking it out. And he also says, he says 702 gotta go. Oh, okay. So you keeping total. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So let's see here. All right. So Corey, first one up for you is barbecue or soul food. Which one you getting rid of?
Oh man, come on. Hey man, you can't be for real. Hey, look, I'm throwing the ore to the sea. I'm throwing the ore in the water.
That's the one you keeping both of them. Huh?
Hey, man, come on now. But no, for the sake of the game, I'll just say barbecue.
Okay, you would throw away barbecue?
Yeah, you got way more options with the soul food.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, more options for sure. Yes. All right, so this next one. Oh, I'm really curious to see what you're gonna say on this one.
All right.
Okay, it's a music question. J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar?
Easy, Kendrick.
Whoa, really? Okay, I'm surprised it's that easy. Okay, so why would you throw Kendrick away so easily?
Well, personally, I kind of grew up on J. Cole. I mean, I can remember, you know, the warm up season, being a freshman in college, and you know, just rocking out to him. And I look at Kendrick as one of those kind of like Mos Def, Talib Kweli kind of rappers, to where, listen, I'm woke, but I'm not that woke. You know? Yeah. And J. Cole, to your point, J. Cole rides a very fine line with keeping you interested, and giving you the game as well. Like, you know, kind of like not saying he's like Charleston White, but kind of like Charleston White. Okay. I mean, he does just enough to keep your attention, to give you what you really need to know, what you really need to hear.
Okay. Wait. So Tyler said J. Cole all day. Oh, okay.
There you go, Tyler.
Okay, so I'm thinking he agrees with you. Okay, so J. Cole.
And listen, and a body of work too. I mean, Kendrick put something out. He'll take a 2 or 3 or 4 year hiatus, and then he want. Cole is consistent, man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, is consistent. He's putting out stuff all the time. Yeah. Okay. Man, okay, so you got me on that one, because when I put that together, I said, okay, he might have a time with this one, but you was quick. You was like, Kendrick, you hitting the water.
Man, yeah, Kendrick, man, I hope you can swim, brother.
Right. You're gonna need it. All right, so fresh cut or fresh kicks? So one thing about Corey, y'all watching and listening, I've never seen him without a haircut, and I ain't never seen him without no clean shoes. So,
hey, I'm starting to feel like these are targeted questions here, man. So listen, I'm gonna dissect this down. You know, you put fresh kicks, you know, with the S on it. I don't need, you know, a whole lot of kicks. Clean.
Okay.
I can't go without a haircut, man. So we gonna throw that fresh kicks in the, you know, and
gonna throw that away.
Yeah, we gonna throw fresh kicks away, man.
Okay. So before we go to the next question, Tyler says, "Oh yeah, I'm with you on that."
Man.
Sideline story. Me too.
Yes.
So yeah, he said facts, Corey, 100. So yes, definitely agree. And he said, laughing my ass off. I guess he talking about the haircut versus the kicks.
Hey man, you can't be walking out here without a fresh cut, man.
Right. That's true. Okay.
Look, I'm in between them now, man, and I'm feeling like, hey, I need to get there tomorrow.
Oh no.
It looks fine.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't tell.
I'm an every weeker.
Every week?
Every week, man.
Man, let me tell you, I started going bald when I was 25. If I try to grow this back, this part I don't even have to put the razor over it too much. But I shave like every 3 days.
Man, listen, you saving a lot of money, brother.
Well, that is true. Now, that's one thing I don't miss is now I get my beard trimmed up every now and then because I can't do that as good as the barber can do it. But yeah, You're right. The haircuts, they ridiculous now.
But your bald cut fits you though. Everybody's bald doesn't.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody bald doesn't bald.
Right.
The bald ain't balded.
Balded, right?
Bald ain't balded.
That's true. It don't fit everybody. It is a good point. That's true.
It's not for everybody.
All right. So this one, so this is related to emotions. So open or closed, which one would you get rid of?
Man, closed.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah, man, we can't get anywhere, without being open and transparency, man.
Right. Wait, Thomas. Damn, not Django. He said I'd be looking like Django without a cut.
Like, brother, hey, look, that's how I be feeling too. Like, oh nah. You ever just look in the mirror and be like, hey man, I'm not feeling myself today. I don't know what's going on. that fresh haircut just do something to your soul, man.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I feel you. It does change.
Yeah, you just feel like you can conquer the world.
Right. So studio or performance as it relates to your music?
Performance, man. I get real nervous up there, and I've learned how to do it now, and how to kind of master my fears. But when I'm in that studio, the creative vibe and just how comfortable and at home I feel, it's therapeutic.
You know what? The funny thing is, I kind of thought maybe you would pick studio, but at the same time, I don't see you being nervous. I never see you as being nervous.
Listen, I'm gonna fit you in on something, man. Whenever I do I make my songs, I might listen to them that night and maybe a week after, but I don't really listen to my own music.
Really?
So, yeah. So
wow.
So then once I have to perform, then I'm listening to my music so I can get the words, because after I lay it, I'll write something in a day, and don't really remember what I said, So then I have to go and I have to reintroduce myself to the song or whatever. My friends joke with me all the time. They say, man, everybody else's song, but you don't know your own shit.
So once you do it, that's it. Like you just don't.
Man, that's it. I listened to it a couple of times, go back for a little bit of nostalgia. But man, once I lay something, I'm on to the next.
Hey, okay, that's what's up. Okay, well, hey, that's the end of the show. So I really appreciate it. This was dope. I loved it. So thank y'all both.
I enjoyed it too, man.
For coming on. Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you too, Shemeka.
Oh, likewise.
Yes, I'm definitely glad that both of y'all were able to do it. So yeah, for everybody, again, as I mentioned, the season finale we usually do every Thursday, but next week it's going to be on Wednesday. So you can check it Wednesday at 7:00. So I won't say the sign of the person just yet, but I will say it has something to do with fire. So if you know Zodiac, that narrows it down to just a few. So something to do with fire for the finale. But yeah, so that'll be next week. And yeah, thank y'all again. Any last words or anything y'all want to say, even people dealing with Aquarius or Pisces?
One thing I want to point out though, because I be seeing the angel signs all the time. I noticed today's date with our house signs, because we're the 11th house and Pisces are the 12th house. We got 11. We got 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. If you look at today's date and then think about our 11th house.
Oh, yeah. Dang,
Some divine intervention going on.
Okay.
Just wanted to point that out there.
Hey, I love that. Okay. That is dope. Cool.
Yeah, for me, man, hey, listen, the first things first. I'm just finding out that you have a podcast, so you need to do a better job of marketing.
Okay. Hey, okay. Really? So you
it out there, man. You need to put it out there more.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, hey, I'm gonna accept that challenge. So I gotta go hard next season too, because
you need to.
Next season will be a year that I've been doing.
Oh yeah. Okay, listen. So I'll give you a little leeway. You know, you're breaking ground right now. Next season,
right.
Better and bolder, man.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, but no, listen. Last thing, when it comes to Pisces and just good people in general, don't take advantage of them. Know what you have, because it's very hard to find genuine people in this day and age. And the majority of Pisces that I know are very genuine.
That's true.
I agree.
Yeah, I would agree too. I can't disagree with that at all. That's dope. Okay.
Yeah. What Cardi B say? Be careful with me.
Hey.
You know?
That's right. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, again, thank y'all for this episode. This has been one of my favorite ones. I've really enjoyed it. And so, yeah, and y'all tune in next week for the finale. And also, I'm doing a special announcement next week. There's going to be something I'm doing between my break that's leading up to Christmas. So I'll announce that on the next show. So everybody that's listening and watching, make sure you tune in to find out what that is.
Definitely be in attendance.
Hey, that's what's up.
All right, brother.
All right, y'all.
All
Peace.
right.
Peace.
All right.